So we want to get back up here. So we can just travel along this route. And then... Sure, we'll head here to lay waste. Well, I am getting towards the end of my streaming time. During the period designated as the night shift, the air through the ship suddenly turned stale. Those who were awake reported feeling incredibly tired. Those who were asleep later reported having horrible nightmares. Sister Argenta, one of the Lord Captain's personal retinue, was found in her cabin, pale, crying, and caught up in a waking dream. She didn't seem to notice anyone around her. Instead, she clutched a fragment of a burnt aquila in her hand and kept calling for her mother. It took an hour to bring her round. We do know a bit about Argenta's history, where she went back to her home planet and found it burned down, and she grabbed that piece of an aquila to remind her of her home world. Yeah. The Imperium released us from its grip this time. So that's the station we need to basically burn to the ground. At least that's what I'm assuming is going to happen. We can land at this shipwreck. Or put down an extractium for plasteel. Let's land, I guess. We know nothing about this place. Do I want to bring any of you, I guess is the question. We'll bring Heinrichs. We never take him out. Or we haven't lately. Oh, Inquisition shipwreck, not just a shipwreck. Well, I'm glad I brought Heinrichs then. Save? Ah. Apparently I should have saved. Oops. Well, I will save now. I'm sure it's fine.
Follow my lead!
Just a basic shotgun. What's our marching order? Terrible, actually. Having Cassia and Argenta up front. No thanks. We'll go with something like that. Melta charge, cool.
Just as I was taught.
These soldiers were killed by shots in the back. It seems they were executed by their own comrades, who then used his last charge to blow his own brains out.
It's
Yikes.
about time.
Sentry keys, or Sentry's key card. More stuff over there.
Take heed, rogue trader.
I shall. Argenta, please take care of that for me.
Duty prevails.
Thank you. There's a gaping hole in each corpse's head. They were brought out one at a time and shot from behind at point-blank range.
None shall stand in my way.
We can't loot them. Okay, we can't climb up through there, so it's just a jump check to cross.
That was a problem for you.
Not a guaranteed success, but good enough. Oh, that's looking bad. Can we go this way? Kind of. Do you hear that? That's screaming. Passengers will be keep their mouths shut. There is no screaming. No, I hear it too. Oh, Emperor, his screams are so loud. Me too, it's so loud. Please stop this torment. Why are you torturing us? Something's not right. Wardens, combat positions. Tell the bridge we have suspicious activity here. Get back, damn mutants. This isn't right. You can't treat us like this. What are you going to do to us? We want to live. Embrace the gift of decay. Oh, that's bad. Embrace the gift of decay is very Nurgle. Yeah. Squalid berth heavily soiled with blood and vomit. It is also equipped with straps that were used to bind its inhabitants to the bed whenever necessary. A rotten brick of corpse starch, a passenger's rations. Judging by the lingering smell, it was doused with a sedative.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Just trying to look around everywhere, make sure nothing's missed. An asthmatic rasping can still be heard coming from the broken box, a screeching cacophonous melody that sets your nerves on edge and scatters your thoughts. These people were not killed by weapons fire. Perhaps there was no ammunition left for them. They were brutally butchered with knives and beaten with gun stocks. Embrace the gift of decay. How about no? Small fish, eyeless and slimy, dart and wriggle about in the rank water. Yeah, this looks like another place that we need to burn to the ground.
I rise to the occasion.
Embrace the gift of decay.
I won't tolerate weakness.
See? Right there.
They want us to burn us. Burn, burn, burn. What did you see? Was it just seeing this corpse? Through the cocoon's translucent film, you can see the vague outlines of a decaying body. The ribcage has been broken open and the heart still beats inside it. Lovely. Logic's 92. Pascal, give it a shot, please.
Error. Making adjustments.
Oh, come on. Pascal. So I should save first.
I tire of idleness. Let's move.
Someone else try it? Nope. We just failed it. Don't suppose I have an autosave from 2 seconds ago. Huh. Nope. Quick save at the start. Alright, we just lost out on whatever that was. It's a shame, but not the end of the world.
A new challenge for me?
I doubt there's anything super critical there. After being shot, these poor wretches had their skulls caved in around the temples, as if to make sure to make doubly sure. Alright, it looks like we could go that way, or we can blow this up. Let's put down a save, so we don't screw this up.
I better myself through my service.
From time to time, tiny sparks of psychic energy burst out of the cocoons.
I do what I must.
Some medkits. Onslaught increases movement points by 6 and grants 2 charges of the slash ability, yet reduces weapon skill, ballistic skill, and perception by 15 until the user's next turn. Makes you fast and gives you more attacks, but your chances to hit get reduced. And that one raises your movement and action points this turn, and next turn reduces them. Alright. Plastics and substances are not labeled, but you recognize a few of them as combat stimulants. Alright, what do we have back here? I'm expecting combat at some point. Identify yourselves. Warden Kappa 322 reporting for patrol duty at the main confinement cell. Atmospheric sensors indicate the presence of unknown impurities, high risk of contamination. What? But, God, oh saints, the Emperor, what's happening to me? Danger, detecting extreme contamination levels. Initiating global alert protocol. Decay, decay. Okay. So, Inquisition troop turned into a plague bearer. Always fun. Terrible psychic radiation is coming from the gurgling sludge. Perhaps it is the source of the visions that seized you. This tree is sprouted right out of a person. His broken bones have formed the colors of branches. His cracked skull has merged with the trunk, and dried gore now coats the skin-like bark in a thin layer. Don't want to keep failing these checks, so let's save first and then do a Lork War.
In the world?
Failed. Come on. That's why we save. Don't want to keep missing out on all the cool lore that the game has. Always pleasant, yep.
Excellence matters.
Grant us eternal life, Nurgle, Father of Decay, for we do not want to die. Yeah.
Follow my lead.
Fortune smiles on us. An ill omen.
So yeah, they had a bunch of psykers contained here on this inquisitorial ship. And the psykers, I guess, ended up siding with Nurgle to protect them from the inquisitorial agents, it seems. At least that's what I'm gathering so far. The interrogator surveys the dissolution and decay around you with an icy stare. Throne preserve us from the archenemy's machinations. Bad memories? Is this the same ship that once transported you? I hope not. What do you think happened to the ship? We should go. Bad memories. Heinrich's mouth tightens. No more than the usual. Is this the same ship that once transported you? I have insufficient knowledge of the structural features of black ships, Ignatius. However, I do recognize some of the fragments of the devices littered beneath the archenemy's spawn. Remnants of psi shields, speakers for stunning prisoners, sedative diffusers. What do you think happened to the ship? So this isn't just an inquisitorial ship. This is actually a black ship. Cool. What do you think happened to the ship? Heinrich looks around. Anything could have happened to it. Even black ships are not immune to the vagaries of the warp. The Geller field, a prisoner riot, a minor glitch in the sacred mechanisms. Any one of these could have been fatal. Alright, we should go.
The Emperor favors me today.
Yep, thus all the dangerous prisoners.
None shall stand in my way.
Yeah, something went wrong, and so the prisoners got out, joined Nurgle, and things went from bad to worse. The lasguns, flamers, and shock weapons in the containers are covered in a layer of whitish maggots and partially eaten away by acid corrosion. It looks like we can't loot them. The crates contain fragments of plate armor, rusted and covered in fungus.
My house would be proud of me.
More stim. Boysman's diary. After the last shift consolidation, they transferred me to the Pariah Pariah barracks, and everything they say about these freaks is true. I don't know if they're raised this way or if they really don't have a soul, but just being near them makes me feel sick to my stomach. Cold, unfeeling, empty creatures pretending to be human. They beat and execute the passengers like it's nothing. An old person is disgusted at the thought of smashing a person's skull. Well, either that or they like it. But not them. They don't care one bit. If it was up to me, I'd toss them in the hold with the rest of the mutants, but the psyker tricks don't work on them at all. Very handy when you're traveling on a ship stuffed full of enraged psykers. I had to move one of the psykers from the communal hold to separate quarters. That traitor's piece of shit was encouraging the others to revolt, and our esteemed ship's confessor ordered us to give him a good hiding. We beat him for 2 hours or so, and by the end, my damned cough had got so bad it was unbearable. I'm worried I'll be called in to see the chirurgeon. If Command find out about the crap in my lungs, they'll toss me straight out of the airlock. My only hope is my new augmetic. Though the guy who fitted it on Flascia Prima was strange. He gave me the creeps, and so did all his machinery. No doubt it was all illegal under the Imperium's laws, but I didn't have a choice. A wretched bilge rat of a voidsman would never rise high enough to have his aches and pains treated by someone from the Adeptus Mechanicus. I'm just going to hope this thing clears up on its own. Okay, so pariahs, I think those are the psychic nulls. There are people who are kind of the opposite of psykers, where psykers are humans with the mutated gene to have a connection to the warp. There are some people who are just voids in the warp space and actually sometimes exude a void where the Imperium isn't around them. And so psykers can't see them or interact with them at all. And psychic powers just don't work around these pariahs. So I think that's what they're talking about there. And this guy, whoever he is, the voidsman, apparently got some sort of, also known as nulls or blanks. Yeah. Psychic null, I think, is what I'm used to. But yes. This guy seems he got some illegal augmetic on Flascia Prima, wherever that is. And shortly after, has gained a cough, which he attempted to hide on a ship that eventually was overcome by Nurgle. And so I'm left wondering, did the augment lead to this entire turn of events? Did his cough grow worse, and that's what led to this event, and it's not related to the augment? But I'm guessing whoever this voidsman is, he is in some way tied to what all went down here. And the fact that this ship got overcome by Nurgle, it's kind of his fault. Fire grenades, fine. Needs a key. Okay, we'll need to keep an eye out for a key, apparently.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Corrupted turret. I suspect we're going to be in a fight with some corrupted turrets. There are also a ton of bodies lying here in front of these corrupted turrets. Well, let's start moving. So, we've lost contact with hold section 238 and 239. The riot is spreading. Emperor, have mercy on us. I won't let these blasphemous mutants take control of my ship. Broadcast this over all Vox channels. In the name of the Inquisitor Yutan Hall, all crew members are hereby ordered to take up arms and begin a total purge of the holds. Every psyker on board must be destroyed. Cleanse every inch of this ship with fire. The Emperor protects.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
I understand the desire to remove all psykers at that point, but that probably also led to more psykers agreeing or siding with Nurgle. Oh no. I did not realize we were going to get attacked from behind as well. Yikes. And we're ambushed, so we can't place ourselves where we want. Well, I could actually move Cassia forward to say here. And then just blast them. Or for that matter, I could do the same thing behind us instead. Nope, not trying to click on you. Just from where she's standing right now, she can hit all of them. Besides those two. If I put her here then. Yeah, that hits all of them. She'd be in cover. Except this guy would get an attack on her. Because she'd be using a navigator power in melee range. If I put her here instead, she can still hit all of them, and she'd be a safe distance. No, she can't hit all of them. She wouldn't hit that one. Nope, not trying to click on you. What if you were here? Can't hit that one. He's out of sight. But the rest, she could hit. Very tempting. We'd remove all of our movement points to do it, though. But I'm not against it.
Be careful not to
Let's
cross
have you
my
do that.
gaze.
And that should have also stunned them. Let's see. If I want Ignatius to do awesome things, let's do Reveal the Light
Me.
on him.
You insist, Lord Captain.
Just to give him a huge bonus to his willpower. And then he can get a free turn. I stepped you forward. Something like this. Seems reasonable.
Shall survive.
There. Sadly, you don't have the AP to do a run and gun. Oh, I guess I should have... I just saw that as an awesome opportunity, but I should have had him light himself on fire. That's what we usually do with that. And I just forgot about it somehow. Oh well. It's fine. Argenta, I recently gave you a flamer, and this feels like a great spot for it. If I moved her here, had her switch to the flamer, somehow it doesn't hit the guys up front. Which was kind of my hope, is that it would. Okay, if I instead moved her like here. Okay, that hits a bunch of them. Not all of them, but it does get the ones up front as well. What's the difference between you? 16 to 24. 16 to 24, 10% armor pen. Affected creatures in a wide cone, dealing fire damage and inflicting burning. Sets the targeted area on fire. So this one hits the same group, does the same damage, but doesn't light the ground on fire. 54% to hit the back ones, 95% to hit the front ones. Is that the same with this? Yes. Well, I'm fine with lighting the ground on fire, because that'll probably help us.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Nice. Some high momentum going. None of them are burning, actually. You're burning. Okay. Huh. So then we can do run and gun.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
So I could move her and still do another flamer shot. If I put you like here. Oh, and then it's just a straight line. That's not a bad line to go with. Although it's showing that you can't do it. Why? Is it because that crystal is blocking the way? You were here. I don't know why it's showing that you can't use that. Alright. Well, if for some reason that's not acceptable, what if I just put you into some cover and had you do a single shot? Possibly getting penetration. Okay, so if you're there, we've got a free attack, so this is going to cost 0 AP. So I can spend 1 AP to boost my attack in some way. And I think this is the call.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Not sure why someone died by her moving, but okay. Take the shot there. Nice. You'll bleed out. You will not. And then still did a bit more damage to the turret. And we don't need to use this yet because we're already maxed out. Cabela. You like crowds, don't you? Wow, you can get everywhere. Let's go with, say, here. Not familiar with your psychic powers or any of them, in fact. She only likes crowds if she can kill them. Yeah, that's true. She can kill a lot of them, though. Let's go here. Okay, she's now super surrounded, which is fine. Let's do a blade dance.
Shall not fail. Come, the other side awaits. Killing brings me no pleasure.
Perfect. Alright, how do we make you dead?
As
Give you a
honor
weakness
gains.
over here. And then strike on you from your weak point. Perfect. Two more AP. We go poised to strike on you.
The shadows will see it done.
And then Death Whisper.
Caught by the web.
Not quite dead. But between fire and bleeding, you're going to die at the start of your turn. So that's good enough for me. I could have her do some death from aboves as well. Because a lot of these guys are quite hurt. Not you. If we did death from above, to land here.
As the tenants demand.
That gets both of them dead. We could do another death from above to get here. There. Then another death from above here. Perfect. She's not going to be able to kill that one. So... what do I want her to do from there? I mean, I could still jump over to him to get a little bit more damage on him. Suffering 5 less damage from attacks of opportunity, gaining 12% dodge against the enemies they dash through until the next assassin's turn. So if I dash through this one, it will boost her dodge if it chooses to attack her.
Trust me.
So she's now safer. And I think I will leave her here because I'd rather the guard attack her rather than Cassia. That was a good turn. Ha! Perfect. Alright, Heinrichs. You've got some enemies in front of you. Let's do Iron Arm on yourself. Warp Speed is also a good one to go with. Word of the Emperor is also nice. Can you hit all of us? Yes.
Let's see to it.
Perfect. We could do something like Shield of the Emperor. I did Cleave. Doesn't kill them, sadly. I don't really have any way of improving that. Generation we don't need. Shield of the Emperor doesn't help me kill. Same with Invigorate. And I can't really charge yet. While I've got enemies right on me. So let's go with Cleave. Or I could do... no. We'll go with Cleave.
Naturally.
Yeah, I think that's about the best I can do. I could try and charge somewhere, but... no. We'll just do an Endure and call it good.
Of course, Lord Captain.
Alright, what are you going to do, Sigard? Nothing, you were stunned by Cassia's third eye. Perfect.
That was insulting.
Alright, we're finally to Ignatius's turn. We do have the turrets that are going to be going soon. There's a bit of a problem. I would love to take them out. Alright, I needed to have lit myself on fire, and I didn't. So let's do that now.
Suits my purposes.
And we can do run and gun to get another attack. I only wish Endure could be constantly switched on. It's such a no-brainer to use every turn he's in the front ranks. Yeah, but it does take an action point, so there is a question of whether you should do it or not. If I did Incinerate on you, that actually does not do as much damage as I would hope. I mean, I could probably take out this one. There's also the idea of doing firestorm because they're all covered in fire, but it would burn all of us too, which isn't ideal. But it's a single attack that would take out all of them, which makes it very tempting even if we do end up getting hurt. But I think the turret's the bigger threat. I can guaranteed take this one out. I can do a lot of damage to this one, but it doesn't get taken out. If I attack you guys, does it go back to hit either of the turrets? No, sadly. If only. Just not quite lined up right. I guess I could adjust my line. If I went back to, like, here, I'd take an attack from leaving melee range. If I was here and then attacked you, then it does go back and hit the turret, taking you both out. Okay. That feels like a better use of my turn.
My tactics are flawless.
Ouch. Okay. One turret down. Now, if can I do run and gun this turn? No, because I already did it. Alright. Well, let's do inflame, which will hurt, possibly kill all of them.
All too easy.
Now you can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Nope, those ones will just burn to death on their turns. I think that's all I can reasonably do this turn. Besides maybe move into some cover. Ow. Alright, Pascal, what to do with you? Machine Spirit Banishment should do damage to this. No. Machine Spirit Banishment never works when I think it should. I could easily have you take out both of them, but it might be smarter to get you over here to help out with this fight. Or do I move you up here and have you wail on the turret? Yeah, maybe that's the call. You go there. Yeah, there's some fire there. It's fine. Analyze enemies on the turret. Reckless Abandon. Hurt yourself to get more damage. Oh, that was not needed. That was a misclick. Till the start of the next turn, the Executioner gains bonuses to their parameters for each creature, enemy or ally combat suffering from following. Armor, burning, or armor, dodge, and deflection. None of those really matter to you at the moment. You could definitely do this. Give yourself bonuses and penalize the turret. Inflict bleeding on the turret? Sure. Not quite dead. It's about as good as we can do there.
Not injured. I'm enraged.
Okay, a little bit of damage. Not that bad, actually. Can you give Ignatius another turn? No, sadly. You can with this, and then he would just win for us.
Paint your death in colors.
Alright. so we can blow this up. That's one. Then blow these guys up. There. Then attack you.
Nothing I can't do.
Okay. That's the combat done. No lasting injuries on any of us. And hopefully we can find a key at some point. I assume we're getting towards the end, because that's where the blockade was. The corpse's flesh has crystallized and turned into a translucent sarcophagus, and sealed within is the slop of their putrefying organs. The walls of the lift shaft are coated in a layer of putrefying goo, containing revolting growths, the bodies of the people trapped within it. And lore warp. I apparently need to improve my lore warp skill because most other characters have no problem passing their checks. But 74% is not amazing.
Done.
Where there is death, you will find his gardens. Where there is decay, you will find his power.
I won't tolerate weakness.
And that gets us out of the ship.